Thank you so much, Ankit, for joining us on a podcast at Dawdle. Always grateful to invite leaders like you to share insights from the industry. And thanks so much for taking out time for us.
Thank you so much, Rishikesh. It's been a long time since we connected, and it always to connect with the old friend again.
Yeah.
I hope this conversation will help other people also who are watching your podcast.
So, Ankit, first to set the context, if you could take 2-3 minutes and give a small background about your journey so far to our audience.
So, see, here today, I think we will about to discuss how the entire industry is functioning right now when it comes to customer service and BPM. So, right now, BPO was the old name. BPO has emerged as a biggest sector in India worldwide also. So, India is the hub right now for BPO and call centers. So, it is slightly different now. It is BPM now. It is business process management, where you have to take care of everything which client is asking you to do. Let's say, for example, in earlier stage, it was just a call center where you will have some customer coming in, and then you need to ensure that you are fulfilling all your customer service requests and requirements. Now, slightly it's different. Here, the client is more, towards knowing what is the value add you are going to do in the organization when we are outsourcing our customer service and sales process via telecalling to one of your vendor like you. So it is BPM now. I have been working for this industry for almost like 19 years, and I have seen ups and down and revolving this overall industry. I still remember those days when people used to operate through pager. You must heard about it.
Yes.
So I used to take call in pager when pager was there. It was about to die, and the mobile mobility and everything was taking shape, and reform was happening in Indian telecom market. So from there, earlier, if you say people used to call just to check their balance, what is the current balance right now when this telecom has introduced in India. So I was part of that team. I was very small that time. So I was part of that team, and yeah, God has been very kind, and I learned how this entire telecommunication works. And from there to people have now entering into a man-machine kind of model where people are working with a lot of other AI tools, and yeah, it is successful. It is saving time for customer as well as your agent also is taking call in call center. So
Now,
yeah,
yes,
sorry.
yes. Please, Ankit.
So, if you talk about me at my personal capacity, I always try to serve this particular domain as much as I can do at my personal capacity. So, I've been working for various organizations and taking up a good role at India level and global level also. So, since I have been part of always service delivery, so this podcast is going to be very good for all of us because I'll be giving you some insight and my personal experience for this industry, how the industry is evolving and where we are sitting right now, and what is that I am looking future of AI in customer service.
Yes. Now, to start with, Ankit, first of all, we'd like to understand from your perspective how this entire technology is reshaping the service delivery, today.
Yes. So see, Rishikesh, as I mentioned, see, AI has introduced and AI is doing a lot of things here. More people who are, going towards AI and just trying to get some AI tools so that they can enhance the overall customer experience. They are now looking at a man-machine model. The AI tool which can help customer as well as agent, people who are taking call. Because why I'll tell you, if you don't go with man-machine model, you will somewhere compromise with your customer, the AI cannot give you the empathy that human can give. If the customer is irate and he's not feeling good, and then you are redirecting him through a lot of IVRs and chatbot and voice bot, then the customer might feel little upset that I'm not able to convey my feelings to somebody who can give me some empathy and some solution also. Because if you are not happy with certain kind of services, you want to bust out somewhere. You want to put your emotions in front of somebody who's talking to you, listening to you, and then responding to you as a human. So that's why people are now moving back rather than just taking some AI tools and putting in the business, and then showcasing some dashboards and saying that AI has done this, the AI has done that. But now most of the big NBFC and BFSI client, because I am handling mostly 80% portfolios of NBFC and BFSI client, they all are moving towards man machine kind of model where where they can use AI for data refining. Let's say, for example, there are 1,000 customers who are calling in customer care. I'm just taking a scenario for inbound customer service, and out of 1,000, there are 200 customers whose queries are not like that other customers are waiting. So they can do some refining. if they want to know about a small queries that can be taken care by the IVR, it is perfect. But there are some customer who are just waiting to talk somebody. So you have to
Yes.
just refine that data and let the customer who want to speak, customer care executive, flow freely. So that is how every NBFC and BFSI is, changing their approach towards AI. Yeah.
Now we'll pick up, one segment, and in the initial segment, we'll like to talk about the omni-channel engagement. What do you see are the biggest opportunities and challenges in implementing a true omni-channel CX customer experience?
So Rishikesh, I'll tell you why this omni-channel has come into the picture. Earlier, the dialer was like, you have to just upload the data and dialer will do the rest of the job by just dialing the customer. Whenever the dialer sends there is a human voice, it will redirect the call to best available agent who's sitting on idle mode, and then the call will start. Now, over the period of time, people have come up with the different ideas by, thinking that the dialer should do something else. Let's say I'm talking to you and then suddenly you drop the call. You may be busy somewhere. You have to attend some other call. At the same time, you are available on chat. So what omni-channel is doing right now in the industry, the agent will have a single screen where he can go and Google and then check whether the customer is online. He can just text, sir, I was just talking to you. After you disconnected the call, I tried to get in touch with you, but somehow the call didn't get through. So I thought I should text you. So are you comfortable on text? 70% customers says yes. You can send me the further information and then we can take this overall conversation ahead. So then when we are talking about omni-channel, it is only including chat and email. Email is also not playing that much big role because people usually don't prefer email while replying or communicating with second party or third party rather than chat, because chat is very familiar to us. It is built like it is also, yeah, it has learned the human way of chatting and texting because we all use thumb. So that way.
Yes.
So so
Yes.
omni-channel, obviously it is very critical for any of the business in case of you want to increase the customer interaction and overall connect. So nowadays, how we are utilizing this omni-channel, I'll tell you. So we have a dialer setup in my organization. I'll take the Taurus name because I represent Taurus. In
Yes.
Taurus, so we have a very good solution for all our customers. Agent can have chat, and then at the same time he can also go through with the demographical details of past interaction with the customer, your historical trend. After taking that, he can also at the same time see if there any email which was shoot to customer and he has also replied. So when I'm talking to you, I have all the consolidated information with me, that sir, we have texted you on this particular day, your response was that, we called you, you said you called me after 24 hours, 8 p.m. So the schedule callback was there. So schedule callback also play a very major role here. So let's say I'm talking to you, you said, Ankit, call me tomorrow. So it's a very, you can say very casual approach of dealing with the customer. So my next question should be as an agent, sir, that's great, sir. Tomorrow we can connect. What time we should connect, sir? So he's saying I'll be free somewhere around 7:30, 7:40. Okay, sir, I'll try to make you first call at 7:30, second call at 7:40.
Yes.
So now I don't have to remember. I have to
Mm.
just select the schedule callback option. I have to just click on the mobile number and customer demographic detail, and then I can set two different schedule callback. So
Yes.
what my dialer will do? Dialer will keep my channels free so that I'm not taking any call between 7:30 to 7:40. And the dialer will try to reach out customer, and whenever customer is saying hello or any human voice is there, it will directly connect to the agent. So this is what omni-channel is right now, Rishikesh. And obviously, as I say, chat is playing 90% major role in when it comes to you know omni-channel. Email is only 10%, not more than that. Email is only just in case you want to share some documents, which is very confidential and you cannot share over WhatsApp, because people see
Mm.
nowadays WhatsApp is also similarly safe as Google or Gmail or anything else, because here also you have encryption end to end. Nobody can download or listen your chats or email anything. Whatever document you're sending, it is encrypted end to end. So
Mm.
that way. So I would say 90% WhatsApp and 10% your email. You combine both of them, it will become your omni-channel solution.
Right. 90% chat. This is a big.
90% is only chat, and that is WhatsApp. We all know that other chat apps are not, usually
Yes.
people don't go for that
Ah.
because it is like globally accepted and people like to chat over WhatsApp.
So there will be a system to manage that entire chat as well, like CRM system kind of a thing.
So it is like you will have a small pop-up screen on your right side. When agents are taking call, they will have a pop-up screen on right side where they can see the last call was done on this particular date. The last chat was done on this particular date. That was the last customer reply. And then at the same time, then in case there is any email.
Now, the next thing, Ankit, I would like to understand from you is related to workforce scheduling and performance management, which is very critical inside the BPOs.
Sorry, that's okay. I just missed one point here in omnichannel.
Yeah.
That is agent stickiness logic. So, Rishikesh, usually if you also called up in customer care in your past experience due to XYZ reason,
Yeah.
you will also always experience that somebody who is very new to you taking calls. Let's say, for example, you called customer care twice. First time, Tom will answer your call. Next time, Jerry will answer your call. So here we also ensure that agent stickiness logic is there. What agent stickiness logics do? So if I'm talking to Rishikesh being agent, so next time whenever Rishikesh is calling in customer care, the system, the omni-channel and my AI will ensure that call is landing to Ankit. So that rapport and relationship building should not die somewhere between the conversation and you can pick up the same time. So that is also there in omni-channel and our overall AI feature.
That was a big problem actually because
agent stickiness is
yes. Every time we will call, we'll get connected to somebody else and then we'll feel frustrated.
it's just like that. You want to block your debit card and you are in hurry. You were just searching in your car and found that your purse is not there, your wallet is not there, and you want to just block the card. You're calling customer care and then suddenly call got disconnected. Then what happens? Then again you call and somebody else is taking your call saying, "Tell me, sir, entire story." It is little make customer little irritated that way.
Yes, that is true. Now, the next topic is on workforce scheduling and performance management because the number of workforce inside BPOs is too high. So, how do you think all these digital workforce optimization tools are improving efficiency and also reducing attrition because attrition is also a big problem?
So, Rishikesh, since I have been part of this BPO journey since inception, I would say, because that was the time when call center was introduced in Indian industry, when customers were trying to reach somebody whom they can go and talk and explain their problems. So earlier, what we used to do, there was a normal roasting. It was just Excel. You have to just put your agent name or your team member's name and then just ask them, boss, you want to take week off on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And if you see that any particular day the overall count is increasing, you will go and talk to them, boss, you guys figure out and let me know. I can only give 2 week offs. So that way. Now things have evolved. There are multiple tools that we are using. There are 2 different tools which Taurus is using. One is made by us only. It is, you can say that we have done the entire work for that particular HR tool, and then one tool we have outsourced, got from one of best AI partner in the market. So what we are doing right now, so all agents have their HRMS tool in their mobile phone.
Yes.
So let's say the week off is scheduled for tomorrow. He will start getting a pop-up message that tomorrow is your week off. So there is no need to come in office. In case my team leader wants to change some week off and swapping after discussion with the agent, you will also get a pop-up that your week off got swapped with this particular your team buddy, and then you have to come tomorrow. Your next week off is after 2 days. At the same time, they can check their everything, like scheduling, what is their next week off is planned all about. In case they have some preferences, they can put. So that's give flexibility to all the agents to take week off as per their requirement.
Yes.
At the same time, they are also checking how many CLs and PLs are there in the account. If they have some planned schedule, they can do roasting at home only. And then my team leader or manager who's taking care of entire team, or you can say span, he can fetch the data and then check. If everything is fine, there is no swapping required. He can do it as per the agent requirement. And then at the same time, they can also check their attendance, other activities which is happening in the organization. It also play very major role when somebody is joining or you are appreciating somebody.
Yes.
See, if you are appreciating me in a closed room and you are appreciating me in front of entire team members, that make a lot of sense.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right. So here, if I'm doing something good, if somebody is doing something good and he did fantastic job in terms of achieving KPI or anything, it could be a client specific, it could be organization specific, KPIs. And we are putting all those videos and banners in that particular HRMS tool. People feel very appreciated. And we also give agents to type something there. Let's say somebody wants to congratulate that particular team member. You can just write congratulations, well done, good job done. And then the agents can also do complain. If they're not feeling comfortable in work environment, they have problem with the immediate team manager, or they're not comfortable with some policies and all, they can freely go and send one email or one text in that particular text box. We call it Meri Awaaz Suno in Hindi. So people can go and just write something there, and then the HR manager who is having right, the HR person is only having the right to download those complaint box statements, and then he can check. And then we have our own team, which look after POSH and other committee, and then we also have a team who looks after complaints. So we ensure that we are taking care of all internal customers. We call them internal customers. Our internal customers, our agents, and at the same time, we are solving without knowing, without these complaints are coming into knowing of managers or team leader and on other people.
Yes.
Now the HRMS tool, you can say roasting has shaped up this industry like anything. Those days are gone when we have to go back to team leader and ask for a week off. You can just put your request in the tool, and then everything the AI will.
And how do you see the generation changing? Because when you started, there were different set of people. Now it's a different set of people. Has the
So Rishikesh,
expectation
if you ask me, I always do healthy discussion with my team members. Even I do
Yes.
town hall also, because we are more open now towards Generation Z. Gen Zs are like, they are little different. So I was talking to some of Gen Zs, and they're very open.
Yes.
If I remember my, underage, I used to be like very shy.
Yes.
When I was talking to somebody who is a senior level, I used to think 5-6 times differently. If I'm feeling that I can put this point in front of table or front of that guy, then only I used to speak. Now people are different. So
Yes.
I was talking to them. Then they were saying, "Boss, I understand you come from a very rich experience, but we understand AI better than you and all." So how it does? He said, "Boss, it is very simple. I have to just shut down my Wi-Fi for 5 minutes. That's all. It's very simple." So without internet, the thinking power, I would say it is not evolving. It is some, it is somewhere. It's like AI is somewhere restricted them to think beyond what AI is suggesting them. So even my daughter is also very young, and if she wants to do something, she always go on Chat GPT and type something and then come up with solution. I said, let's close the Chat GPT. Tell me what was the 5 things that you observed. She blank.
Yes.
That way. So AI is good, but I think it should be only in terms of refining the data, refining the information, refining the thoughts. If you have 5-6 different thoughts, you want to refine it and gauging some information, which usually people used to get from the books and talking to other similar professionals. But too much AI is little dangerous.
Yes. Absolutely correct. Like people are losing their observation power. Like
Yeah. So in real scenario, because since we come from a background where the internet was, I still remember 2G, 3H, then 3G. Now we are in the age of 5G. So I used to use Orkut, then Facebook. Now people are, I don't know, Snapchat and all. There are multiple applications that you can interact with, then Reels, all these things. So yeah, AI is helping customer industries, everything, but too much AI is also spoiling customer sentiments and companies. Like, I recently went through with one order. I purchased one good headphone. So I thought, and there was some technical glitch. I thought I should, get this return and get the new one. So I was talking to the person, and then suddenly call got disconnected.
Yes.
Then I was expecting that somebody will call me. Obviously, I've taken a good product, which is around 5,000 rupees. I thought somebody will call me. What I get a normal message, sir, your call get disconnected. In case you want to continue, please let us know. And it was just a chat bot. I was very frustrated. I said, boss, in our time, if some customer is your, your golden customer, golden base, he's the person who is purchasing, 5,000, 6,000 kind of headphone. He's in the purchasing part of the customer is very high. So you can, you at any cost, you have to retain that particular customer, so that you once you have loyal customer, they will go for other product also. So nowadays it is just like sending one chat box and then it is prefix. Yes, I want to return. Then go through with our YouTube video that will guide you how to return your product. After the product is returned, will take 72 hours, and then again we will courier that product to you. So that way. Even I cannot leave my feedback there that I didn't like the process as a customer.
Yes.
That way. So too much AI is obviously spoiling. And if you see big NBFC and BFSI nowadays, Rishikesh,
Yes.
everybody is focusing on human touch. AI
Hmm.
must be there, but the human touch. So in my industry, if you talk about, so right now the AI is helping us a lot in terms of data refining. Let's
Hmm.
say I have a bulk data of 2 lakh customers and I just want to figure out how many customers are interested for this particular product. Let's say
Yes.
insurance, health insurance. So in old times, what we used to do, we have to just upload the data and then connect with the customer and take feedback if they're interested or not. If they're interested, obviously we'll go for the next step of selling the product. If they're not interested, we'll capture the VOC so that we can work on those VOCs. Nowadays, it is just a simple voice bot
Hmm.
that needs small, which should be flexible enough to do some small tweaking in your script, overall script. In case you're changing something in your script, you can just change it and just upload the data. Customers will start getting call, and then the AI can. Nowadays, AI is refined. The voice of bot, you will, sometimes even I don't understand whether it is human voice or
Huh.
some bot is talking, right? So
Yes.
it is that much evolved.
Hmm.
And you have to just call. Let's say I'm a customer, I'm getting a call, and then I'm not interested. The next question is, sir, is there any problem? Do you have health insurance already with you, or you don't like our policy enough?
Hmm.
Customer can feedback, and accordingly, once we capture the data that there are 2,000 customers who are waiting for us to outcall, then we can have data and then ask agent to sell. So
Yes.
it reduces the human, you can say, the work overall. I would say the workforce management we can
Yes.
plan accordingly. Earlier, in earlier scenarios, in past scenario, you used to have some 200 people. Now, only 20, 25 people can do the job. The rest, AI is already doing the data refine. So, I think in our industry, AI is, at a big time helping us to refine the data.
And it's also helping the customer agents with some prompts, like where it gives them some hint at what to talk to the customer next, or access to the information repository in real time.
So
Have
that
you?
is also there, Rishikesh. I'll tell you. See, I would like to compare the agent desktop right now with
Yes.
a pilot cockpit.
Huh.
So you have multiple tools. It becomes very you can say hectic for agents to handle those AIs. So we
Yes.
do have that AI tool that we are offering two different big industry leaders. I would say big players in domestic market, insurance sector. I would particularly talk about. So in insurance also. So it is very simple tool. What it does, it will combine all the information through your
Yes.
text to speech, speech to text, and it will create a library of question answers. So let's say Richikesh is a customer, I'm talking to you. Meanwhile, you're talking something else, and I'm not able to understand because I'm a new, I'm a new
Yes.
learner, and everybody has their own, you can say, learning curve. When you join our
Yes.
industry coming as a fresher, you will also have a learning curve.
Yes.
And in our industry, we cannot stop newcomers to join because this industry is made for freshers, and the freshers are always in high demand with good communication skills, people who can understand and have some skills, knowledge and skills. So what this tool is doing right now, so you will have a pop-up coming on your screen because the customer is talking about X policy and you're talking about Y policy. Okay, so please use this particular paragraph so that you both can talk to in the same manner. So agent can see that particular pop-up coming up. If we found that pop-up is relevant to the call, you can use that pop-up. Otherwise, you can just close it. So this tool is also available. But what happens, Chikesh, you're talking to me and all of a sudden is something's popping up on your screen, whether it is for use or not. Obviously, our overall conversation will have a small pause. Your intention and your concentration also shift to that particular pop-up. What is that all about? So that way.
Yes.
And if the pop-up is working fine and agent is finding it relevant, they will use it. If there are three pop-up coming in back to back and all three pop-ups are not relevant to what customer and agent is talking and it is not useful, they will ignore it for entire shift. If they're logged in for 8 hours, they will not even read it by saying,
Yes.
boss, it is useless. And sometimes what happens, organizations just impose some AI tools to employees and they don't even take feedbacks, which anyways AI or human, you are burning money. Obviously AI comes with a cost. Even in our age, if you're talking with the customers, all customers are talking about AI. Rishikesh, it is less like you're opening a bubble box. Once you
Yes.
open it, they will start talking like a Pandora box. Boss, give me this AI, this give me that AI. I want 100% sentiment analysis. I want 100% audit. I want this particular AI. But then when it comes to cost, they will say, boss, let's start with the initial step and we'll discuss. Because the cost is very high.
Hey.
Cost is very high,
Yes.
right? Because we all know it is 80% AI game is text to speech, speech to text. Even if
Yes.
go for a sentiment analysis, there are tools. Even we are using it. There are customers who demand 100% AI audit. We are doing it just to identify if there is fraud happening. So how we are using, I'll tell you, Rishikesh. So we are doing 100% audit. Obviously, the AI is designed to do 100% audit. So whatever we are talking, speech convert into text, and then algorithm work and algorithm do the rest of the job. After that, in case you want to identify something, let's say Google Pay. If my agent is talking to somebody who is interested in personal loan or home loan, the Google Pay or QR code, Phone Pay, any other applications, it is like, alarming for us. Why the
Yeah.
customer is taking all these kind of, and the rupee. Okay. So all these kind of, words are like, high catching. So
Mm.
those calls will get filtered out in one portion, and then the flag is raised, the red flag is raised, and my QA can go and then audit those calls. So we
Yes.
can reduce the fraudulent activity. We can reduce, and at the same time, agents are also aware that if I use these kind of words, any word which is not part of my script, out of the script, the AI will go and then I'll be in trouble. Somebody will go and listen my call, and then I'll be in trouble that way. So it also create a very, I would say, arts engine agents also, so that they don't go for any kind of such activities, fraudulent activities. So yes,
Yes.
AI helping us in sentiment analysis as well. At the same time, sentiment analysis also help us to filter out. Again, I'm talking about filter, only filtration. The AI is only good in terms of calls, data filtration. So even if you're talking with the customer and agent is saying, yes, boss, I have taken 5 calls and 3 customers are interested, very much interested. He's a new, he don't understand. Okay, let's say I'm talking to you, I want to sell you something, a product, and then you're saying yes, okay, okay, okay. So my AI will detect that customer intention was not that, because he was not responding properly. Because if somebody is selling something to someone, the person should have some rebuttals if he's interested.
Mm.
Some rebuttals at least, 5 to 6 rebuttals. Because what would be the locking period for the policy? What is the ROI rate? Why you guys are charging high ROI rate at the same time getting at a lower cost? What would be the processing fee and all? If the conversation is not happening two-way, it means there is something wrong. Maybe my agent is anticipating that if customer is, very hot customer, and I can convert that customer, but AI can do the rest of analysis, and you share the actual picture of sentiment analysis. So
Mm.
yes, as I mentioned, there are multiple tools that we are using in
Mm.
all our you can say departments, when it comes to sales, quality, training, also HR, hiring, also everywhere we are using our AI tools. But we are choosing, I with all of our senses, and we are checking whether this is making some difference in our organization, whether this is going to help our people, or it is just a AI tool that we are imposing on our employees that way. So yeah, that way.
Got it. Got it. You have covered a couple of questions that I had, but
Okay.
I think that is also done.
That is the beauty of free-flow podcasting, obviously.
Now the next thing I have is basically around smooth client onboarding and project migrations. Where do you think you see technology has a role here?
See, onboarding, Rishikesh, obviously, see, how do you onboard a client? In a BPM, it is just like you are my prospect client. I will go and I will tell you my offering. What is that we are offering? How different we are
Mm.
compared to other BPM services,
Mm.
which we are. As a Taurus, obviously, we have multiple, things which other BPO don't offer even. And we always have that human touch.
Mm.
And this is, I can see this is a vision of our co-founders and CEO. So they want to bring an organization where human touch does not take a back step and AI takes the first step. So we tell them was these are the offering, and then they said, okay, let's start the process. These are the some expectation that we have from you as a Taurus, and
Mm.
then we start our discussions. After that, we get into a complete transition call. So in
Yes.
transition call, obviously we'll discuss certain things. There are some 100 in average. We discuss some around 150 points. which include your technology, your infra readiness, your IT readiness, other aspect also, whitelisting, telecommunication, and then your dialer, everything. I if required. So what usually people do in old times, we have to send a simple reminder to everyone, boss, this is the update. Here, everybody has a link where they can see that this particular task is updated, this is pending, this is the new timeline, and in case they want to raise a question, they can just click and schedule a callback. So that callback's triggered to a Gmeet or maybe Teams Meet. You can go for a Gmeet and then you discuss, boss. Yes, there was a change in timeline. This was the reason. We are trying to get the situation normal in 2-3 days. So the new timeline is this particular. So this is how the AI is helping us in terms of overall transition. And after doing transition, Rishikesh, we are not just randomly picking some AI tools and offering to our clients. We take good amount of time to analyze the entire reports and requirement actually. So we, as our organization vision is just to give them 30 days of time. We give them 30 days of time in operations. We analyze all the reports. We analyze the data flow also. We analyze source-wise data, decile-wise data, and which data is performing and everything we do. After that, we conclude that these three AI tools will help this client to increase the revenue as far as the overall productivity is concerned. At the same time, the customer will also have different kind of experience. So rather than just giving a random tool, I think any vendor, any BPM service provider should take at least 30 days to understand the overall customer business and nature of customers also, and then they can suggest a good AI tool.
And and we'd also like to pick your mind on how important is this customer data unification and predictive analytics for BPO success.
So see, if you talk about preview and see, predictive analysis is something that I already mentioned, and I've covered up how we are doing refining of data using AI. So predictive analysis is just an AI where you can use a sentiment analysis. You can use your agent VOC, customer past experience
Yes.
with the organization, and the kind of product he already bought in the past trend. So you will
Yes.
have first the spending, how much customer can spend. You will have that idea first. Second, the last product that the organization sold to that particular customer, is it kind of same line of product that again we are offering, or it's a different. Third, we can also do proper profiling of the customer. Let's say you're not married
Yes.
and you took some health insurance or maybe loan from XYZ bank, and then at the same time you got married. So next
Yes.
time when you are updating your KYC, you will update that I'm married. Obviously after 1 year you will have kid. Most of the Indians have kid after 1.5 year of marriage, that way. So now you know that the family is there. You have kid also, and now
Yes.
I can pitch you for different product, like you can have your life insurance also if you have health. At the same time, you can have your kid policy also, where your kids are covered. You can give them some other pitching was by saying your wife can also be covered in this particular policy.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then after that, if you sense that there are some 5-6 year which is completed successfully with customer, now you can
Mm.
go for any kind of policy where customer go beyond term, which is an
Yes.
investment most of the time. You leave investment. So you need to understand the complete customer journey end to end. What he was doing first, he was single, now he's married, and if he's increasing the overall, salary bracket. Let's say he was earning some 50,000, now he's earning 1,50,000 rupees or 2,50,000 rupees. The spending power of that particular customer has increased over the period of
Yes.
time. So you can change your product also. You cannot treat the same customer who was earning 50,000 5 years back, who is
Mm.
earning now 3 lakh rupees. The requirement is suddenly changed. He might not be interested in taking a policy which has only 1 lakh rupees of cover. He
Yes.
might look at 5 lakh, 6 lakh rupees. Obviously,
Oh,
if you're learning 5 lakh rupees, Rishikesh, you will not go for a small clinic. You'll go for a big hospital because
yes.
you want some certain standard in your life, boss. That's why you're working.
Yes.
So your product should also change accordingly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got it. So, and now the last part of this podcast is around understanding from you from the global context. Like India remains a global hub for outsourcing. And what are the new trends that you are seeing in terms of client expectations and delivery models?
So Rishikesh, I can tell you this. India is global hub for BPM and it will remain global hub for next at least 10 years. Well, I'll tell you. It is more, I would say, I will give credit to Indian parents.
Yes.
Okay. So now people are more focusing on language. If you say that somebody is educated, it means the person should know English language. Other the scenario are different. If you are good in science, you are good in mathematics, so you are a good student and you are educated guy. Nowadays, if you can't speak English, then you are not educated. So why India is global hub? Obviously, we are domestically looking after all our demand and fulfilling whatever demand is coming in India in terms of a call center, manpower, BPM, or feet on street. Everything we are able to fulfill because overall population is very high in India and people are skilled enough. And if you're not there skilled enough, we have waterfall. We have waterfall in India. So person who's coming for an interview and I have 6 different processes, I can align one person who is very good in English, is fulfilling my requirement for X client. I can give him X process. The second person who got rejected here, I can give him a Y process where the requirement is not that high, slightly low. And then if somebody is not able to speak Hindi or English also, I can give him Tamil or language specific process, because in India also there are customers who like to speak a person who is a son of soil, the same person who's coming from a same location, geography, and he can speak a same language. That way, India will remain hub for global, you can say, BPM, and for next 10 years at least, I'm looking at, until unless this AI takes complete control of people and things completely change. Otherwise, which I don't see happening in next 10 years, because people are again coming back in human touch after exploring and giving them all the you can say understanding experience of AI. So that way, so India will remain, and this industry is growing and it will grow like the same pace. And in next 2 3 years, you will see that boom is coming in customer service and BPM industry, because everything is digital. It is all about digital now. Even if you're sitting here and your wife says, I need some, I need to order some. So earlier you have to go down and then go for a shop and then check what are the groceries available. And if one shopkeeper is not offering you the kind of brand you're looking for, you will go for a different one. It takes a lot of time. Now you have to just do some Zepto, Blinkit. There are multiple with basket. There are multiple applications available, and then in case you don't want any particular product, you can just revert it. Or if you're facing some problem with the product, you can just pick up your call after 2 3 click. You can just connect with the customer care, and your call will land to BPM. That's it.
And how has the delivery models changed?
So since I have very limited exposure to delivery model, Rishikesh, but delivery model is something that which I understood because I was part of one of BFSI summit recently. So I had we can say by virtue of God I met good leaders who are working in this particular industry, delivery and all. So I was talking to them, and I used to work in Home Shop about 18 also, where I was taking care of entire delivery operations and return. Nowadays, the delivery partners are different. So people are like, part-time delivery partners. There's no full-time delivery partners, and at the same time, flexible enough. The weather is not good. It is very simple. You can go and just off your delivery option, and the count will decrease. The person who's looking after delivery will see that 5 delivery persons have shut down their application. It means I left with only 20 now. Earlier, I had 25 delivery partners who are helping me. And the moment they feel that orders are increasing and delivery partner are less, what they will say, they will talk to the restaurant or maybe grocery stores and their superstores by telling their boss, just pause for a 5 10 minutes, because we don't have delivery partners. We have to wait for 30 minutes, which may hamper our overall image in front of customer. Let's stop the operations for 10 15 minutes. Meantime, you're figuring out how we can get more delivery partners from other players. So what they do, they increase the delivery amount. So just like a Ola nowadays, a person who delivering product for Zepto is also delivering for Blinkit, is also delivering for Big Basket. I may be wrong, but this is my perception, understanding right now, because I spoke to 2 3 delivery guy also. So that is how the entire team is functioning. At the same time, he can also do porter. You have to just change your T-shirt. That's it. You have to just change your T-shirt. If you find that I have to go to, I'm living in Mumbai and at some area like Goregaon, I have to go to Andheri. Delivery I cannot do in Andheri, obviously. Let me open my porter, and there's a customer who's looking for a parcel that I want to ship this particular small good to different location in Andheri. You can just wear a T-shirt or porter, and then you can take the You're going to pick up and then drop that way.
Yeah.
So this is how the delivery is right now working, Rishikesh.
Thank you so much, Ankit. It was a very insightful discussion. And I believe a lot of BPM leaders who will be watching this podcast from across the globe will get a lot of insights from your experience. We are again grateful of hosting you and thank you so much for taking our time.
Thank you so much, Rishikesh. Hope I've given all your answers with whatever little experience I carry in this industry.
Thank you so much, Ankit.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.